Hi, it's Dorothy Guinan with Scrapbooking Quebec. In this video, I'm going to share my Scrappy kit and plans for November 2023. I'm going to share some of it anyway. My kit is smaller than usual because I'm participating in Crop and Create Delivered, the paper crafting edition that starts in a few days on November 3rd. I'm not allowed to show the contents of this box until the event begins, so there will be another video on my channel in a week or so, and I'll go through that box with you. That video is going to be a bit different because I'm going to share how I prepared for this 3-day event as well. The kit I'm going to be sharing today has new product, old product, and a whole bunch of stash. And at the end of this video, I am going to talk about my November YouTube plans. And while doing this, I'm going to show still shots for each one of these collections. So let's have a look at what I'm going to be playing with in November. The first collection I'm going to show you is called Take Me Home, and it was the Mercy Tierra Kit Club's collection for September 2023. I actually dug into it in October, but I only created one double page spread, so I'm carrying it over into November. It's absolutely beautiful. It's based on the Simple Stories What's Cooking collection, but there's also material in here from the American Crafts Farmstead Harvest, along with a few different Fancy Pants Designs collections. So I'm showing you here the papers. Now the main kit which I bought comes with 12 different papers along with a bunch of embellishments. And I also bought the pattern paper add-on, which is why you are seeing almost 2 of each paper. And I say almost 2 of each because, again, I dug into this collection last month. And you can see that sticker sheet there, which is from Fancy Pants Designs. I made a huge dent in that last month. Now what I'm going to do is bring in some cardstock from my stash. So I have white bezel cardstock. That's basically a staple in my office, as is these wood grain papers, which come from Simple Stories. I'm bringing in a dark wood grain along with a grayish wood grain. And I'm also bringing in that robin's egg cardstock from Simple Stories. So I'm about to show you the embellishments. So there's that 12 by 12 sticker sheet. Those gold puffy alphas are from Farmstead Harvest, I believe. I have chipboard frames from the What's Cooking collection. And there's also an ephemera pack, the journal bits and pieces, again, from the What's Cooking collection. This is a sequin mix that Tracy Banks makes. She is the owner of the Mercy Tierra Kit Club. It works perfectly with that striped paper. And there's also frames from Pink Fresh Studio. So what I'm going to do right now is show you how I store my kits each month. I'm only going to do this for the first kit and then, or the first collection, I should say, and then the rest I'll do it off camera. So basically I have this 3-tiered tray there, and everything that goes in that tray is what can be used for all of the collections, like alphas, sequins, enamel dots, and I also put bulky things in there as well. Everything else that goes with the collection is stored together in a clear plastic envelope because that makes cleanup for me, who is a collection scrapbooker, really easy at the end of the month. I'm just showing you the double page spread that I created last month with this collection from the Mercy Tierra Kit Club. So this one here is a vintage layout. Now I'm going to move on to the second collection here, and it's from Simple Stories called Harvest Market. That's what I'm getting right now. And I must say, the reason why I have this collection is because of Janet from RTS Scrapbooking. Last fall, I wasn't doing a lot of scrapbooking, but I definitely was watching my friends on YouTube and Patreon. Janet basically challenged me to use this collection. Now, I was watching her use it in one of those, I think it's called a 4x4 series. It was her series she had on her Patreon channel around last Thanksgiving, and she did tons of stuff with this collection, and I was basically drooling over it. And at one point she challenged me to use it. Now I listened and I bought it. And what I did was I put it away for a year. So now I'm going to be digging into it. What I bought was the collection pack along with some extra paper. So that's why you see for some of these, I have 2 of each. And I bought a chipboard collection as well. That's it from this collection. In that series Janet did on her Patreon channel, she brought in a lot of stash from her stash. She brought in a lot of extra product. So inspiration from her, I did the very same thing, and you're going to see what I brought in just a few moments. First, I'm showing you that I did bring in some cardstock. So I have that wood grain paper from Simple Stories, kind of an off-white from Basil. I'm not sure, it might be white sand, something like that. And I have a handful of different cardstocks, and these are all from Simple Stories. So I've expanded my paper here. I do like having cardstock in my stash. Those are the chipboard pieces that I mentioned earlier. Everything else here I pulled in from my stash. So I have wood grain alphas and orange alphas, both from Simple Stories. And mostly what I'm bringing in here is from Simple Stories, just from different collections. That is a foam title sheet from Flea Market, again from Simple Stories, but I'm pointing out the colors. The theme of Flea Market is completely different than Harvest Market, but the color scheme is the same. And words like blessed, cute, discover, I can use that anywhere in the fall, in the summer, anytime I want. Here's a few more of those foam titles. Now, those came from a past Simple Stories collection as well. Actually, I'm showing you where my foam titles end up when they are really picked through. I basically cut them up and put them in that little iris container. So that's where those 2 words, happy and love, came from. This is a sticker book from, again, another Simple Stories collection, but it has the very same color scheme. This one is a travel-themed sticker book called Let's Go. Here is an ephemera pack, once again from Flea Market. So I'm just showing you the colors there. Some of them go really, really well and are very, very general. Also here, oh, those aren't from the Simple Stories. Those are from the Hip Kit Club, those little wooden buttons. I just thought they coordinated. And I'm showing you a little adhesive brad sheet that I made from past Simple Stories adhesive brad sheets. Basically, I took them, a bunch of different ones, and kind of made up my own sheet with the color scheme from this collection. So I'm really excited about that one. Now I'm moving on to the 3rd collection. This is 49 & Market's Vintage Artistry Everywhere collection. I was working with this collection late last spring. I absolutely loved it, but I got kind of tired of it. So basically I tidied it up and put it away, and this is what I have left. Last month, I did work with some 49 & Market. I absolutely love 49 & Market, so I thought I would bring this out again. It's been away for a few months, so I thought I could get motivated to use it again. You can see I have some printed paper, some solid paper, some scraps from this collection, and I definitely have a bunch of embellishments. First, though, I'm bringing in a few alphas from my stash. They might both be from the Hip Kit or from Pink Fresh Studio. That's basically a cluster building kit from this Vintage Artistry Everywhere collection. It gives recipes to create those clusters, although I started already by using the pieces individually, so I'll continue to do that. That is a rub-on collection from this collection as well, so I'm putting that in my kit. Those are chipboard geotag frames. Again, I've used all of this, but 49 & Market, when they put out embellishment packs, they are huge. So I still have tons of it left. Same thing here for those chipboard titles. I've used a bunch of them, but I still have tons left. And those are little bags with tickets and labels. Those are from Basic Essentials collections from 49 & Market that come out in different color families. At one point, Cindy B sent me a bunch of them, so I'm still using them, but I use them all the time. This is the last collection in my kit. It is Echo Park Paper's Fall Fever collection. I worked with it last year, a little bit in September, and now I have some scraps left. But I must say, I absolutely love this collection, and I love the papers that I still have left. So I have some solids, a few prints, some scraps. I'm bringing in white cardstock. I have 2 identical sticker sheets that are completely picked through, and I do have a few bits and pieces in that 6x6 paper pad. Those yellow alphas I'm bringing in from my stash. Those were from a past Hip Kit Club. I have an ephemera pack as well. Those are basically die cut embellishments that I created myself for past projects, and I saved the leftovers. So I have some flowers and some leaves, and I have a bit of chipboard here, and this actually comes from 2 collections. One of them comes from this Echo Park Papers Fall Fever collection, but I also have some from Carta Bella's Welcome Fall collection. The 2 collections work really, really well together. And I also have some enamel dots. Now, I am going to throw in a bit more stuff from my stash. So I have this wood grain paper collection called Worn Wood from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I most often use the Simple Stories wood grain paper, but I do have this, so I thought I would throw it in. I also have some lined paper from Creative Memories. That's good for journaling. And of course, my basic Simple Stories Woods cardstock collection that I use all the time. The flip side is either graph or lined paper. That is a diamond-shaped die set from Honeybee Stamps that came in a Scrapbook and Cards Today sampler probably a year and a half ago. I've never used it, so I'm throwing it in just to challenge myself to use it. I have some enamel dots there. Those are puffy titles from a past Jen Hadfield collection. There are a lot of homey words in that, so I thought it would be good for the autumn. Those are just some scraps of wood grain paper, and this is some journaling bits and pieces that I had created with my own dies and that wood grain paper from Simple Stories. And finally, those are just some layering pieces that Lauren Hines from Creative Memories sent me at one point. So basically that's it. As always, I'm really excited to be diving into new material, even if some of it is old. I love selecting material for my monthly kits because it really keeps me motivated. That's where I store my monthly kits, in a Razcog I keep just behind my desk. While talking about my November plans, I'm going to show still shots for each one of these collections. In November, you can expect 3 process videos, the Crop and Create prep video that I mentioned a little bit earlier, and a tips and tricks video. In addition, I'll be doing a layout share at the end of the month. I also plan to do a separate layout share for my Crop and Create projects, but I have no idea when that will be ready. As always, if you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you did. If you are a subscriber, thank you very, very much. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon on YouTube. Bye-bye.